Good morning, student. Welcome here in this video tutorial. As you all of you know that your unit first examination will be started from 17th of May, and this is your time for revision. So student, today in this video tutorial I am going to explain some questions from mid of the chapter. First from your history chapter, how, when and where. Okay, fine. And the next one from your civics chapter, the Indian Constitution. So today we will discuss some important questions from mid of the chapter, of which chapter? Your civics chapter, the Indian Constitution, and your history chapter also, how, when and where. First student, just look at here. Okay, find the question number 1 correct and rewrite the given statement. It means I have given the 4 statement here, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These 4 statements are incorrect. So you have to rewrite the given statement. Okay, you have to write the correct statement. Like this, just look at the first one. Warren Hastings was the 3rd Governor General of India. As you know, I have already told you, Warren Hastings was the 1st Governor General of India. So you will write the sentence like this again. Ma'am, Warren Hastings was the 3rd. No, after 3rd, what you will write? You will write 1st. So what is the correct statement of the first one? Warren Hastings was the 1st Governor General of India. Fine. Now look at the second one, James Mill. So James Mill divided Indian history into 3 periods. Half of the statement is correct. So according to which period? 3 periods: Hindu, Muslim and Christian. So is it Christian or British? Yes, the correct answer is British. So you have to write the answer like this. James Mill divided Indian history into 3 periods: Hindu, Muslim and British. Fine. Now just look at the question number 3. Our constitution was adopted and enforced on 5th January 1959. Is it correct statement or wrong statement? You have to write down the correct statement like this. Our constitution was adopted and enforced on when? Yes, 26 January 1950. So you have to write down the correct statement like this. Our constitution was adopted and enforced on how much January? 26 January 1950. Now look at the next one, the fourth one, where all the citizens of a country, yes, we are talking about our country citizens, all the citizens, where all the citizens of a country are equal before law. Yes, this half of the statement is correct. Now again, just read the another part of the statement. It implies parliamentary rule. Is it parliamentary rules or which one? Yes, right to equality. So you will write the correct statement like this, where all the citizens of a country are equal before law. Which one? It implies right to equality. Fine. Now student, just look at the second question. This question is very new for you. So as you can just first of all read the statement, read the question here. As you can see, given below are 2 statements as assertion, it means A, and reason, it means R. So here read the statement and choose the correct option. Here I have given the reason also and assertion also. First of all, you have to read the assertion. Fine. A constitution consists of a set of rules and principles to govern the country. फाइन, हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन क्या है? एक सेट ऑफ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन एंड प्रिंसिपल है जो किसके लिए बनाया गया है? टू गवर्न द कंट्री. इज इट योर फर्स्ट? फाइन. नाउ जस्ट लुक एट द रीजन. 6 fundamental rights have been granted to citizens of India. This one, okay, कि आपके कितने fundamental rights हैं? 6. Now let's come here student to the options. You have to write down, you have to choose the correct option. Just first of all, look at the first one. Both A and R true. Is it? If you compare A and R true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Fine. कि आपके बोथ ए एंड आर ट्रू, और अगर हम बात करें आर रीजन की, तो वो किसका करेक्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन है? ए का, दिस स्टेटमेंट. फाइन. नाउ द सेकेंड वन, बोथ A and R true, but R is not correct explanation of A. It means both A and R statement जो आपके हैं वो true है, और जो आपका R है वो A का correct statement नहीं है, explanation नहीं है. Now look at the C1. A is true but R is false, and look at the D1 also. A is false but R is true. So again just come back to these two assertion and reason. Again read it. A constitution consists of a set of rules and principles to govern the country. Yes, this is correct statement. And what about the fundamental right? Yes, this one is also correct. But just look at the properly, look at the carefully. आपका जो one है, one is one, the first statement is saying about the constitution. Okay, and the second statement is also true, but it is also saying about the fundamental. So the reason, so the second one आपका correct explanation नहीं है. Both statement are true. Both statement are true. आपके जो दोनों statement given है, assertion and reason. But if we talk about the R, reason one, it is not the correct explanation of A. So here the correct option is B1. Both statements are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. Got it? Just let's come here. We will discuss some question also. Just as you can see the picture here. So just look at the picture given and you have to answer the given question. So the first question, whom does the picture refers to? Whom picture is it? Baba Saheb Dr. Ambedkar. Okay, fine. Baba Saheb Dr. Ambedkar is shown as the father of Indian Constitution. So again one question also come here. You have, all of you have got it कि आपकी किसकी picture है? बाबा साहब डॉक्टर अंबेडकर की. And who was Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar? Yes, he was shown as the father of Indian Constitution. Now the look at the question number 2. What was the belief of Dr. Ambedkar about the scheduled caste? So here the answer, Dr. Ambedkar believed that his participation in the Constituent Assembly helped the scheduled caste get some safeguard in the draft constitution. Fine. So if we talk about the that time, okay, जो आपके scheduled caste थे, जो आपके people थे, जो belong करते थे, उनके साथ बिल्कुल भी अच्छा behave नहीं किया जाता था. तो उनके फेवर में जो आपके डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर थे वो उनके फेवर में थे, उनके बिल्कुल काफ़ी चीज़ें उनको, ताकि वो अप हो सके. ओके फाइन. सो व्हाट ही बिलीव दैट हिज पार्टिसिपेशन इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली, अगर वो पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे कॉन्स्टिट्यूंट असेंबली में तो वो क्या हेल्प करेगा? शेड्यूल कास्ट को, उनको सेफ गार्ड, उनको बचाने के लिए इन द ड्राफ्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. The next question, as you can see, what does our constitution contain? Okay, if we talk about our country, India, all of you know about India is a democratic country. Fine. So what about the constitution? So our constitution contains our national goals such as democracy, secularism. Okay, which goals contain constitution? Yes, democracy and secularism. These goals are kept in mind while framing law. जब भी फ्रेम हुआ प्रिम्बलम, ओके, प्रिम्बलम मीन्स इंट्रोडक्शन टू आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, तो उसके बाद कौन कौन से हमारे जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के कंटेन रखे गए हैं? नेशनल गोल्स एंड सच एज डेमोक्रेसी, कि हमेशा डेमोक्रेसी, एंड व्हाट अबाउट सेकुलरिज्म. Look at the question number 2. What is right against exploitation? In this, what the meaning of the, as you all of you know that how many fundamental rights? 6 fundamental rights. So one of the all of those 6 fundamental rights, one is right against exploitation. So what's the meaning of the right against exploitation? So, fine. So under this right, the constitution prohibits, क्या आपका कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बताता है? ट्रैफिकिंग, फोर्स लेबर एंड चिल्ड्रन वर्किंग अंडर 14 years of age. Here the one word trafficking. What come here? Trafficking. So trafficking means is human beings, okay, which means trafficking in human beings means buying and selling of human beings की खरीदना and बेचना. Forced labor and child working under 14 years of age कि जो 14 years of age के नीचे जो है child वो work नहीं करेंगे. Fine. Now look at the question number 3. What is right to equality? Okay, आपका क्या है right to equality? Fine. Right to equality means that all person, here the all person means every citizens of our country are equal before the law. It doesn't matter either he is a president, okay, either he is a domestic worker. According to the constitution, according to the right to equality under constitution, 6 fundamental rights are granted to every citizen. So one of the fundamental right is right to equality. So under right to equality, it means all person are equal before the law. Look at the next one. What do you understand by federalism? Fine. So the term federalism refers to the existence of more than one level of government in the country. It means more than one level of the government, or you can say that कि एक से ज़्यादा government. Just like we can talk about the three government, as you know. Okay, fine. The first one is central government. Okay, then the next one, central, you know, all of you, in India we have the 3 level of government as the central, state, okay, and the Panchayati Raj also. And Panchayati Raj means the which level? Yes, local government. You can say that Panchayati Raj is the third tier of government, and we have already read about this in our previous class 6th also. Now look at the student, the next question. Here the question. Now just look at the next one. Now the students, just look at here the question, what is human trafficking? So human trafficking is the practice of the illegal buying and selling of different commodities. It means buying and selling of human beings. Fine. Where across national borders. In the content of the fundamental right, it refers to which thing? Illegal trade in human being. Human being को buying and selling किया जाता है बेटा for what? Yes, different commodities across the national border. Particularly which things? Women and children. Mostly जो उसमें होते हैं कौन होते हैं आपके? Women and children. Now the next question, what does the word state refer to? To a political institution. Okay, generally if I am going to ask one question, then tell me what is the name of your state. Then what's your reply? You will say, ma'am, Uttarakhand is the name of our state. But according to here, state referred to a political institution that represent a sovereign people who occupy a definite territory. It means about all our country India. Take an example of our country India. हमारे इंडिया की कंट्री की जो सारी पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन है, जो उसके लीडर है, फाइन. So here the meaning sovereign means, or sovereignty means, you can say that independence and freedom to govern oneself. What is the meaning? Independence and freedom to govern oneself. So got it कि आप स्टेट को एक पर्टिकुलर, जैसे आंध्र प्रदेश, उत्तराखंड, उत्तर प्रदेश, ये एक पर्टिकुलर स्टेट के साथ को रिलेट नहीं करोगे. नो, इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट द पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन और पॉलिटिकल इंस्टीट्यूशन. ओके, पॉलिटिकल इंस्टीट्यूशन ऑल ओवर आर कंट्री, जो कंट्री के अंदर है, जो भी है, ठीक है. Fine. Now, what do you mean by a secular state? Here the word secular. Secular means a secular state does not officially promote any one religion as the state religion. It means कि आपका जो secular state के अंदर है वो ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही religion को promote करेगा, just like Hinduism, Muslims, Sikh and Christianity. No, all religions are equal. Fine. So a secular state does not officially promote any one religion as the state religion. Now just look at here, student, the next question. Describe all the fundamental right mentioned in the Constitution. This one is very nice and important question. So the Constitution of India guarantees certain basic rights to all its citizens. Under the Constitution, okay, so that's why Constitution guarantees some basic certain fundamental rights. So these rights are called fundamental rights. And how many of? 6 fundamental rights. How many fundamental rights? 6. just let's talk about the number one, right to equality. So all persons are equal before the law. It means that all persons shall be equally protected by the law of the country. It means equal. ओके कि सारे जो पर्सन है, सारे जो सिटीजन है वो इक्वल, आइदर अ प्राइम मिनिस्टर, आइदर अ प्रेसिडेंट और आइदर अ डोमेस्टिक वर्कर, अकॉर्डिंग टू लॉ, अकॉर्डिंग टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, सारे ऑल पीपल, ऑल पर्सन आर इक्वल बिफोर द लॉ. लॉ के सामने सारे इक्वल है. इट ऑल्सो स्टेट दैट नो सिटीजन कैन बी डिस्क्रिमिनेटेड अंडर ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर रिलीजन, कास्ट एंड जेंडर ऑल्सो. कोई भी भेदभाव नहीं कर सकता किस किस के बेस पे तौर पे, जस्ट लाइक कि ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर रिलीजन, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर कास्ट, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ religion, upper caste, lower caste. Fine. Religion, Hindus, Muslim, Christianity, Sikhism, what else? Find the next one, gender, either male or either female. Every person has access to all public places such as restaurant, parks and etc. Anyone, any person within our country, they can go any such a restaurant, parks and all, any public place. The state cannot discriminate against anyone on the matter of the employment. The state also, our country, India also, political institution also, no, they cannot discriminate against anyone on the matter of employment. Now look at the second one, right to freedom. Everyone has a right to freedom of speech and expression. Every person and each and every person in our country, they have right to speech and express their feeling. The right to move freely and reside in any part of the country and right to practice any profession, occupation and business. कोई भी practice कर सकता है, कोई भी profession he or she can choose, कोई भी occupation and any business. Now look at the next one. Right to, again, which one? Exploitation. The Indian Constitution prohibits trafficking, child labor and the children working under 14 years of age. I have already told you about the which one, trafficking, buying and selling of human beings. तो ये बिल्कुल illegal है, banned है. Okay, if we talk about the child labor and the children, still sometimes आपने देखा होगा कि कुछ जहाँ building construction हो रहा होता है तो वहाँ below the 14 years age of आपके children भी work कर रहे होते हैं. No, but according to the law, according to the right against exploitation, वो बिल्कुल work नहीं करेंगे. Now the next one is right to freedom of religion. Everyone has the religion to enjoy religious freedom. कोई भी religion को, कोई भी Hinduism, Sikhism, Muslim, Christianity, Buddhism, any religion he or she can follow. It means everyone has a right to practice, profess and propagate the religion of their choice. उनकी मर्जी है वो कोई भी religion को अपने according choose करें, choice करें. Now the next one, culture and education rights. Fine. Our constitution state that all minorities, जितनी भी minorities है, religious और linguistic, can set up their own educational, अपने educational, अपने institution they can also set up in order to preserve which thing, develop their own culture. Fine. Then the last one, right to constitutional remedy. This one is very important also, beta. A person has a right to go the court for justice. If someone feels that कि someone is being violated their fundamental right or denied or declined, उनके fundamental right को दबा रहा है, उनके fundamental right violate कर रहा है, so here can she go to the court for justice. If sometimes अगर वो feel करते हैं कि his or her fundamental rights are being violated. Fine. You must know about the question. Write a brief note on the making of the Indian Constitution. ठीक है, फाइन कि कैसे हमारा इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना. सो हियर एज यू कैन सी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल टॉक अबाउट द विच वन. द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन असेंबली वॉज कॉन्वेंट इन द दिसंबर 1946. ओके फाइन. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द दिसंबर 1946, जो आपकी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन असेंबली थी वो सबसे पहले क्या हुई आपकी? Convened. Here the convene means to come together. Okay, एक साथ आई. So when in December 1946 the member of this assembly were only Indians. Okay, आपको पता है कि हमारे इस टाइम कंट्री जो है काफ़ी स्ट्रगल हुआ था, उसके बाद हमें इंडिपेंडेंस मिलने ही वाली थी. So that's why the members of this assembly were only Indians. This assembly started drafting the constitution for independent India. किसके लिए स्टार्ट हुई? For independent India. And Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee. Here the one question also come. Who was the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee? Who? Dr. Ambedkar. Fine. The constitution declared India to be a sovereign democratic republic and established the structure, then procedure, power and duties of the government and duties of citizen. Now उन्हें लगा कि अब हमारी कंट्री जो है, अब हम अपने आप ही अपनी कंट्री पे गवर्न करेंगे, अपने रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन, हमें डेमोक्रेटिक पब्लिक, तो इसके लिए अब हमें कोई स्ट्रक्चर चाहिए, ठीक है, एक प्रोसीजर चाहिए, पावर चाहिए, ड्यूटी चाहिए और गवर्नमेंट के लिए, और ताकि ड्यूटी ऑफ सिटीजन भी चाहिए. Fine. So the 308 members of the assembly. This one is very important. How many members? The 308 members of the assembly signed two handwritten copies of the document. How many handwritten copies? Yes. About the 308 members. Yes. Two handwritten copies. One in English and second in Hindi. So that's why on the January 24, now after if we talk about the January 1950, 24, so January 24, 1950, 2 days later on January 26, 1950, 24 ke 2 days later, 26, the Constitution of India became the law of all the Indian lands. Constitution हमारा बना दिया गया और उसको enforced किया गया. So here the again question come like this. Our constitution was adopted and enforced on when? Our constitution was adopted and enforced on 26 January 1950. Now student, just look at here some questions from it of the chapter from your history. Fine. Chapter 1. Just look at here. So the question number 1. Who was the last viceroy of India? Yes. आपका लास्ट वॉइसरॉय कौन था जो इंडिया का? द करेक्ट इज द आंसर इज लॉर्ड माउंटबेटन. हु वाज द फर्स्ट वन? कैन यू टेल मी हु वाज द फर्स्ट गवर्नर जनरल ऑफ इंडिया? यस, वॉरेन हेस्टिंग. एंड व्हाट अबाउट द लॉर्ड माउंटबेटन? ही वाज द लास्ट वॉइसरॉय ऑफ इंडिया. फाइन. द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हु प्रिपेयर्ड द फर्स्ट मैप एंड व्हेन? किसने जो है आपका फर्स्ट मैप बनाया और विच ईयर? फाइन. So here the answer you can let's look at here. James Renell. Who? James Renell in 1782. Who was James Mill? So James Mill was a Scottish economist and a political philosopher. कौन थे जेम्स मिल? यस, जेम्स मिल was a Scottish economist and political philosopher, published a massive 3-volume work. How many? Yes, 3-volume work, a history of British in India. Okay, fine. A history of British India. So in this he divided Indian history. How many periods? 3 periods: Hindu, Muslim and British. Okay, so here the next question. Answer I have already given. Actually these two questions are correlate beta. Fine. So just again look at the question number 4. How did Mills divide Indian history? So as you know, James Mill was a Scottish economist and political philosopher who published a massive 3-volume book, A History of British India. So James Mill divided Indian history into 3 periods, namely which one? Hindu, Muslim and British. Which one? Hindu, Muslim and British. Now just look at your question. Next question. Here is it. Okay, fine. The next question. Why did the British establish botanical garden? Okay, who established botanical garden? British. Okay, British established some of the botanical garden also. So why? What's the reason? Because to collect plant specimens. वो क्या collect करते थे? Collect plant specimen and information about their uses. Fine. Now this one is already, you know that we have already discussed. Who was the first Governor General of India? Warren Hastings. Okay, who was the first Governor General of India? Warren Hastings. And when was Warren Hastings appointed as the Governor General of India? 1773. Okay, fine. When? In 1773. This question again, who wrote the book, The History of the British India? The History of the British India was written by James Mill. Okay, and who was James Mill? A Scottish economist and political philosopher. Then the next question, why did the British set up record room attached to all administrative institution. Why? What's the reason to set up some of the record rooms at that time? All of you know. Okay, British set up some record room attached to the collector office, and even you can say that so many which in just like village tehsildar office, collectorate office, commissioner office. So why? What's the reason? दे डिड सो टू प्रिजर्व इम्पॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स, क्योंकि वो क्या प्रिजर्व करने चाहते थे? इम्पॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स एंड लेटर देयर. विच टू थिंग्स? यस, दे डिड सो टू प्रिजर्व इम्पॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स एंड लेटर देयर. Student, just look at the next question here. What do official records not tell? How do we come to know about them? क्या है जो official record नहीं बताते थे हमें? So official record do not always help us understand what other people in the country felt and what lay behind their actions. Official records को सेव करने के लिए ब्रिटिश ने क्या बनाया? सेटअप रूम्स बनाए, फाइन, रिकॉर्ड रूम बनाए. सो अदर देन ऑफिशियल रिकॉर्ड तो एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कैसा था वही बताते थे. वट अबाउट द अदर पीपल, कि जो अदर पीपल ऑफ द कंट्री हैं वो कैसे बताएंगे, क्या है उनका? सो वट ले बिहाइंड देयर एक्शन, कि उनके एक्शन क्या थे? सो फॉर दैट वी हैव सम डायरीज ऑफ पीपल. आफ्टर दिस ऑफिशियल रिकॉर्ड वी गॉट सम ऑफ द डायरीज ऑल्सो. Accounts of pilgrims we have already read in our class 6 also. Yes, हमने पढ़ा है ना class 6 में pilgrim, Chinese pilgrim, Fa Xuan and Zhuang, all those Chinese pilgrim came to India. So for that which thing, the travelers and pilgrims also, fine. Then autobiographies of important personalities also. Okay, some of the important autobiographies also we got from that time. You know, some important personality अपने बारे में वो लिखा करते थे, autobiography and popular book etc. So that we were sold in the local bazaar. So these are the things जो हमें official record के अलावा हमें पता चला है कि वहाँ क्या था, कि जो common people थे, जो other people थे, वो क्या felt करते थे. So just like diaries of people, account of pilgrims and travelers, autobiographies of important personality and popular books. With the spread of printing press, after this with the spread of printing press, newspaper came to be published and issue began to be debated in public. जब printing press हुई, spread उसका हुआ, तो newspaper भी publish होने लगे. Leaders and reformers wrote to spread these ideas. Poets and novelists wrote to express their feelings. Who wrote? Yes, just like leaders and reformers. Then wrote to spread which thing? To spread their ideas. And some of the poets also, some of the novelists also, they also wrote that time to express their feelings and their ideas and their expressions. Fine. Now students, just look at the next question. Here so students, this here, how are historians able to write about the last 250 years of Indian history? So I have told you regarding this also. The historian were able to write about the last 250 years of Indian history from the official records. Which records? From the official records maintained by the whom? Maintained by the British administration. Fine. Now look at the next question. How were records preserved during the British rule? First, so they set up so many record rooms with collector office, tehsildar office. But after this, they also established archives and museum. Which things? Archives and museum was established to preserve important records. Fine. Now, students, just look at here the next question. Here the question is, apart from official record, okay, apart from official record, what are the other sources of information that is available to historian? So the apart from other sources, okay, apart from, you can say that which thing, apart from official records, there are so many other sources of information also that is available to historians at present. So what are these sources? Diaries of people. Which the first one? Diaries of people, accounts of pilgrims and travelers, autobiographies of some important personalities, even popular booklets and newspapers also, books and letters written by leader, reformer, poets and novelists. So these are the things, these are the sources, other sources which are available to historians apart from official record. Now just look at the question here. Why do we associate history with dates? This is also why, क्यों हम associate करते हैं history को with date? So we associate history with date because there was a time when history was an account of battle and big event. That time so many battles fought between so many kings and all. Okay, fine, even between Britishers and Indian also. So big events that time happened. So history was an account of which thing? Battle and big event. So historian wrote about the year a king was क्रोन, कि कौन से टाइम पे वो राजा बना, द ईयर ही मैरिड, द ईयर ही हैड अ चाइल्ड, द ईयर ही हैड फॉट अ पर्टिकुलर वॉर. If we talk about the only particular war, when that particular war started, that day it referred to. Fine. The year he fought a particular war, the year he died, and the year the next ruler succeeded to the throne. So for these events specific dates can be determined. अब ये सारी जो आपके events हुए हैं, just like when was the king which one crowned, okay, then the year he fought a particular war, the year he died, and the year the next ruler succeeded to the throne. So for these events specific dates can be determined and dates continue to be and important. Fine. Now students, just look at the question here, the next one, last question, okay, of this video tutorial. You can say that just look at the here, as you can look at the picture given below and answer the following question. So the here question given, what does the picture describe, when was the building made, and how it is related to the British rule. First we will discuss about the what does the picture describe. As you can see here, this picture is a building called National Archives in India. Which picture is this? This picture is a National Archive. Okay, and when was the building made? The building was made in 1920s. So the National Archive of India came up in when? 1920s. So how it is related to British rule? The British reflect the importance of this institution in related to British. ये जो building है reflect करती है how it is reflect how this building reflect the importance of this institution in relation to British, because when New Delhi was built, that time when New Delhi was built, the National Museum and the National Archives were both located close to the Viceroy Palace. So this location reflect the importance these institutions had in British imagination. Which imagination? Yes, this location reflects the which thing? This location reflects the importance these institutions had in British imagination. So student, for today that's it beta. Take care and have a nice day ahead. Thank you all of you.